Hey guys, it's me, Ashley from Bookaholics Anonymous, and this is another edition of Sharing with the Group. So I have quite a few things that I have stacked over here because I have bought quite a few things, received a couple of things, and I went to a signing last night. So I have books from that as well. So stick around and see what I got and what's going on, because there might be a surprise at the end. You never know. So the first couple of things that I bought, we'll do that. So the first couple of things are actually audiobooks, which I've only listened to one audiobook, and that was The Young World, I believe, by Chris Weitz. So yeah, but I decided to give these books a try. So the first one I bought was Fallen in Love by Lauren Kate. It's actually like a compilation of stories, I think. I actually do have this in hardback on my shelf with the other Lauren Kate books. It's down there. But I wanted to give it a try on audio as well. The next one I got is The Fox Inheritance by Mary E. Pearson. It is the second book of the Adoration of Jenna Fox. I do have this book as well as the other ones that are out. I've read the first book a couple of years ago. So I just wanted to I saw that it was there for cheap, so I wanted to give it a try. So I did. I purchased it. The next audiobook I found was Crossed by Ali Condi. I actually have all three of the books on my shelf as well. I read the first book, like maybe a year ago. It was okay, so I'm actually giving Crossed a try right now. It's in my car, or the CD's in my car, and I'm listening to it. So that's the audiobooks. The next thing I actually got is a couple little swags. Whatever. It's a Rusk cozy, I don't know how you want it, or whatever you want to call it, and a Rusk pen. These are actually, I think, something I got for pre-ordering one of her books. I'm not exactly sure which book it was I pre-ordered. All Played Out, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I got those. The next book I have is Never Always Sometimes by Adi Alsed. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. This is actually a book that I'm reading for like a little tour that he has going on. It's actually the author himself that sent out some kind of email or something asking if we wanted to read it. So I got on the list. So yeah, it's awesome. This is signed by him. It's not my book. Like I said, it's a tour book that's going to go to the next person after I finish it. But in it, he's got, which I think is neat, just different things written by people that have had the book already for me. They've left little cards. So that's really cool. Like I said, that'll be what I'm reading right now. The next book I received is actually Conspiracy of Blood and Smoke by Anne Blakeman. This is actually the UK edition. And it actually is signed by her, as you see. I actually won this, and I actually have a copy of this as well. So as soon as I get to reading the book and finishing it and reviewing it, I will probably give this copy away. So stick around for that. Okay. The next book I bought is going to be Enders by Lisa Price. It's the second book in the duology by Lisa Price, of course. I have the first book, if you can see, is right here. That is actually the ARC copy, so the front is a little different, and so I want to try to get the hardcover that's the same as this one. The next one I have is When We Met, and it's by like a little anthology by a couple different authors, A.L. Jackson, Molly McAdams, Tiffany King, and Christina Lee. So they're just different little stories in there. I thought it'd be just different for me to read. Well, this was in my stack, but this is actually a book that I got with my OwlCrate box. It's The Night We Said Yes by Lauren Gibaldi. So this actually came in my OwlCrate box, which I've already done an unveiling, so you might want to check that out. And if you don't know what OwlCrate is, I will explain it kind of in the unveiling. Shall we say it first? And the next 3 books that I bought are Smoked by Ellen Hopkins. This is actually the sequel to Burned, which I don't have, so I'll have to buy that as well. But I always like reading Ellen Hopkins books because she's so just like they're raw and emotional books. If you haven't read any, definitely read them, but they are different. They are written in I always forget what it's called. Kind of like poem form. My mind totally went blank. If you can help me out, thanks. So yeah. The next one I bought is Defy by Sarah Larson. I actually think I have like a e-arc on my Kindle that I never read. Or I may have bought it, I don't remember. So yeah, I bought the hard copy. The next one I bought is Alice in Zombieland by Gina Showalter. I actually bought this one for my Kindle as well. It's on my Kindle, but I don't think you can see them because I think they're right behind me. But I have like the other 2 hard copies back here. I think, yeah, the other 2 books in the series back here that are hard copy. So I wanted the hard copy of the first book. That way I'll have it. And I totally love the covers. I think the covers are my favorite, and I like the inside of them. Each of them is a different color. I think the other ones are pink and yellow. So yeah, I'm not through. These are, okay, the next ones are actually the books that I bought last night at the book signing. I was here in Irving, Texas at the library. They always have some pretty cool signings, and I just actually learned about this one a couple days ago from another Texas blogger on her site, so that was cool. So the first one, the authors that were there, I think it was actually a launch party for Shana Swinson. She's the author of Rebel Mechanics. So, of course, I bought the book. Rebel Mechanics, and a little postcard. Like I said, it was Shana Swinson. Of course, I got them signed. But for that one, I actually bought another copy. And I rarely do this, and I feel bad about it. But, so, I kind of gave in. Because I had some extra money. So, I went ahead and bought an extra copy. And I got an extra little card to go with it. And it's signed as well. It's a nobody. So, if you're thinking, what are you going to do with it? It's going to be a giveaway. So that's pretty cool. I'm really excited about this giveaway. So look for that in the near future. And she was really sweet and really awesome. I actually got a picture with her as well. So yeah. And I got some little pins, but I only got a couple of each of these and didn't get others. So these are actually just for me. Sorry. I should have grabbed a handful, but I didn't want to feel bad. That's that. And then this one says, All is Fair in Love and Revolution. So that's for her book. The next author that was with her was Rachel Caine, the author of Ink and Bone, and also the author of apparently 47 other books. While they were talking, that's what she was saying, and that's a lot of freaking books, dude. But anyways, and I also have a lot of her other books, her Morganville vampire books, which I've already had signed because I actually got to see her a few years back when I first started blogging. I went to one of her signings. It was just her. So yay, but I still got her to sign my book. And I still got a little bookmark. Like I said, I still got her to sign it. So now I have quite a few books of hers that are signed. But this sounded like a really cool book and I couldn't pass it up. And it's about a library. So, and then hers, I actually have a couple of her buttons. It says enterthelibrary.com. Just an ink and button. And also she has a little rubber band that says the Great Library on that side and Rachel Kane on that side. And then the last author that was there was one I've never heard of. Sorry. Her name was Pat Elrod. Like I said, I've never heard of her, but I went ahead and got the book. Her book is called The Hanged Man, and it's, of course, it says by P.N. Elrod. And I got a couple little cards from her, and then I got a bookmark from her, which she's also the author of the Vampire Files series. So, if you were wondering who she is, and I got a little button from her as well. And got her to sign it as well. And I wasn't going to buy this book because I had never heard of her, and at first it didn't sound that interesting to me. But when she started talking about it and telling about it, it sounded interesting. So I couldn't pass it up. It's about a detective agency and the girl that kind of helps with it and special psychic abilities. And when I first heard her talking about it, it reminded me of another book. So I'm not sure. I hope I will enjoy it as well. But now that this is the longest sharing with the group I think I've done, that's all I have, and I hope you stuck around to watch the whole thing. And like I said, be on the lookout for a giveaway of Rebel Mechanics, because I have one and it's signed. So yay! I will see y'all around.